Hi, I'm Roderick Carmody, and today's topic is deploying finance and HR systems in uncertain times. Today, I'm joined by John Hoebler, partner at Cross Country and leader of our technology solutions practice. John, thanks for joining me. I know you're busy, but I appreciate you squeezing me in between Jimmy Fallon and Conan.
No problem, Roderick. Glad to be here.
What are you seeing in the market as it relates to deployment of finance and accounting systems in the current market environment?
You know, we have over 100 deployment projects going on right now across our company, and only a handful of them have paused. The vast majority of them, after getting used to work from home, have moved forward. In fact, we had 7 go-lives in April alone. And what people are finding, actually, it actually can be more efficient because you don't have the distractions of the office around. So we're able to get it done remotely, and companies are moving forward with the projects as planned for the most part.
That's great to hear about in-flight projects. But what about new systems deployments? Are companies jumping in to start a project in this environment?
Well, companies are definitely factoring the environment into the decision-making process, but many of them are actually moving forward. They're looking to upgrade their systems and their infrastructure. What's happened is this new work environment has exposed some weaknesses in the company's BCP plans, processes, and systems. Other companies that are doing well realize that their existing systems aren't scaling for them. So they've got a different problem. So for example, let's say if you're a small company that runs on QuickBooks, you're probably really struggling with some of the limitations of that tool. You may choose to fix the problem by deploying a modern cloud solution for HR, finance, planning, or procurement. We're actually seeing this time for companies to digitize these key business functions so they can emerge stronger from the crisis. They get process efficiencies that will directly lead to cost reductions in the long run and enterprise-level systems that can support them through the good times and the crises.
So John, I hear you, but with all the uncertainties, is now really the right time to get started on a project like this?
It's a valid point, Roderick, but what I've seen companies do is use it as a rallying cry for their organization. You know, it's uncertain times. There's all kinds of news out there. It allows a company to focus on something that's going to add a lot of long-term value, and the team really comes together to kind of make the company stronger on the other side of this. So executives can use it as a way to motivate their team during a different work environment. Also, in theory, some parts of your company may have more downtime now because of the crisis. So if you slowed hiring, for example, your recruiting and HR team probably has a little bit of excess capacity to help sit in design sessions and test these applications. On the finance side, you might have slowed spend down. So your procurement team, your expense management teams may have additional hours available. And they can use that time to really work on the new system design. In a normal deployment project, these users actually have to wear 2 hats. It's very stressful for them. Their day job and then their job on the deployment. So this is really a way to use that extra time and extra capacity that we have to really add value long-term.
Thanks, John. And what is Cross Country itself doing as it relates to finance and HR systems in this environment?
We actually did that same analysis, and we plan to emerge stronger from this crisis for a lot of the reasons I just mentioned. Now is the right time to do an investment at Cross Country. We've had some flaws exposed in our existing processes and systems. So we selected Workday to be our HR, finance, and planning system. Our new solution will consolidate about 8 different business process systems. And when we look at the cost, it actually saves us money in the long run. The cost of Workday is not that much more than what we paid for everything else combined. And it will save a ton of time in keying data in from one system to another, or having to use Excel to build reports out for our management team that we do today. Instead, Workday will provide all of that. So in summary, we made the investment because Workday will reduce our overall operating costs over time, be a key enabler for our global strategic growth plan, streamline our processes and reduce manual steps and paper, provide our leaders, like you, Roderick, real-time actionable data so you can run your business better, and provide our most important assets, our employees, with a great self-service tool that will streamline the many functions that they do today across many systems, including recruiting, onboarding, time tracking expenses, performance management, and learning. So we're leaning in to emerge stronger at Cross Country. This is going to be a great way for us to emerge and continue to grow past this crisis.
Thanks, John. You've given us a lot to think about and really pointing to the fact that maybe now is the right time to deploy a finance and HR system despite the uncertain times. John, thanks again for your time. I appreciate you joining me, and thank you for joining me as well.